What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, and we bring you Splinterlands content daily. We also stream over on Twitch at This Is Aftersound. So come by, say hello. We do giveaways every stream, and we do giveaways every week here on the channel. All you have to do is leave your in-game username in the comments, and I pick out my favorite ones every week on the weekly Q&A videos and send you some DEC. All right, so I wanted to take a look at the general market overall within Splinterlands. We know that the general crypto market has been down. You know, Bitcoin is currently in like the mid 50 range, mid to upper 50 range. So crypto as a whole has come down, and while that could be the reason that we're seeing a dip in card prices now. We've definitely seen that before. Obviously, liquidity flows out whenever there's a dip in the market like that. One of the things that really caught my attention, and I just wanted to share here and maybe kind of publicly or community brainstorm with other folks, is how the rental prices of cards have remained relatively stable. Now, why is this fascinating to me? Well, it's because I view these cards almost like digital real estate. And if you follow the housing market in any way, what's fascinating about the housing market is that if there's a crash, like in 2007, 2008, whenever there was, like even when there was like a major crash, or even when there are major corrections within the housing market or real estate in general, what ends up happening is like you will have the prices of real estate and property go down significantly, but rents don't, right? Like you may have a 30, 40, maybe even 50% like correction on like a certain area of houses or real estate, whatever the case is, but you're never going to see rents go down by that much. Not even close. So we're seeing that here, and it kind of just, for me, it felt good because it fits my overall thesis of how I view these cards and how I view the overall ecosystem within Splinterlands, right? Because I looked at this and I just said, wow, it's like owning digital real estate. I can buy an asset that is scarce and I can hold it and rent it out. So I not only am I benefiting from potential price appreciation due to scarcity, but I am also earning a passive income and yield on it. And so the biggest example for me is, and one that we'll just call out here is Jin Oshanis, right? Jin Oshanis, and again, I'm going to put an asterisk here because I feel like a lot of these rewards cards, they're new, so they might still be in a certain price discovery mode. We haven't even printed like 20% of them yet. So there's still a lot of them that will come into the market. So maybe Jin Oshanis, when it was $60, was overpriced. But the fact that it was at $60 and has corrected down now, and we're about 33% down from that, maybe 35% down from there, is significant. And it's significant because of the fact that rentals haven't really changed. I own a decent amount of Oshanases that I rent out, and that's one of my passive income plays within this game because I know how valuable this card is, and I believe in that in the long run it'll go up. But even still, it has a very solid rental value to it, right? The dollars, the cost per DEC rental value, whatever ratio you want to call that in, right? The amount you spend versus the rental, it pays itself off faster than a lot of other cards that you can buy. So I'm kind of using this as a proxy, even though that's really not what you should be doing because it's not an average card, and it's really just a one-off. But still, it's even if it is an outlier, I like the fact that the rental market overall still has not gone down. I haven't had the floor price on rentals for Oshanases has not gone down where all of a sudden I need to reprice my Oshanases in order to get them moved, right? Like they still get moved, and that's great because of the fact that like 33% down in my rental price would have been significant. Like I would have had to do that with all the Oshanases. It would have been tedious is what it is. So I like the fact that I haven't had to do that. If we look as well across a lot of these other legendary cards maybe, and let's just go over to the summoners here. Let's go to someone like Yodin, for example. I mean, we're still seeing this in the 100 range. This hasn't come down, right? And again, so this is why I say that someone like, or a card like Oshana might still be in price discovery mode. We are starting to see the scarcity value of cards like Jotun, Kitty, Llama, right? A lot of these higher end untamed summoners, legendary summoners. And so even though these card prices fluctuate quite a bit, you know, these were close to in the 900s. I think I saw Kitty at 900 at some point, 800, 900. So these might be down a little bit. And even Jotun was over 1,000 at one point. But I guess what I'm trying to say is that the rental prices, because people will still be coming and playing this game, and this again maybe even plays into the thesis of how, to a certain extent, gaming, or crypto gaming, I should say, may be somewhat immune or have a blunted effect from the overall crypto market. And what do I mean by that? It's just the whole like decoupling of this, right? So it's the fact that Bitcoin crashed in May and June, and it was in that time that Axie really took off because people don't stop playing games. So, you know, I'm very highly concerned, as I feel like anybody should be, that and I'm curious as to what will happen if and when the next kind of major crypto bear market comes along, and what that will do to not just the overall market, but specifically to Splinterlands. There's a lot of confidence that I have, but I also have a lot of reservations on how things will play out, because when liquidity leaves, it sucks. It literally sucks a ton of money out of the entire ecosystem. And so the fact that we're seeing, you know, major corrections in the prices of cards here, and I'm gonna throw that caveat out there for Oshana's, even if we're seeing major price corrections, and this is a card that could still be in a price discovery mode, you know, the fact that rental values across the board have remained relatively stable gives me a lot of confidence. So I don't think that we would be fully immune to a crypto bear market, but it's just something cool to see. And, you know, obviously the correction that we're having here is nothing compared to some of the major corrections we've had in the overall market. But, you know, I'm curious to see how things will play out, one, with Chaos Legion, but then two, whatever major releases come out next year that happen in tandem or even separate from whatever happens within the broader crypto market. So that's actually all I had to share. I was just looking, I go through and look for cards with, you know, major rental or high rental value and things like that. And that was just one of the things that I noticed, because right now with Oshana's being on like a 33% discount, I kind of want to scoop up a bunch more. If I know that I'm still going to be getting the same amount of DEC per day per rental, or, you know, not even DEC, but just, you know, when you translate that out, dollars per day or cents per day in terms of rentals, yeah, it seems like a great time. Not financial advice, because who knows, the market could dip even more and Oshana's could go back down to $20, which would be so sweet. I would love that. But at the same time, you know, it's funny. If you're in crypto, if you've been in crypto for a while, it's just like, I don't know how to feel. It's like, I want Oshana's to drop down to $20, but I also would love for Oshana's to go to like $500. So, you know, it's a win-win either way. All right, that's all I have for you guys today. Have an awesome rest of your day. I will catch you in the next video, and I will see you around the game. Have a good one.